You can collect email addresses or other personal information, physical addresses, phone numbers, names, job titles, whatever you want to collect from your lead or from your Manychat subscriber, but usually people collect email addresses, so I'm going to show you how. You have to create a flow first, create a new flow. I show you how mine looks like. It's here. So the message when I'm asking my subscribers for their email address looks like this. If you liked my tips and articles I sent you, I can subscribe you for my email list where I can send blog updates and other helpful resources. If you already got this message, just ignore it. I put it here. If you already got this message, ignore it, because this message is in my sequences, and if somebody is subscribed for more than one sequences, that they're gonna get this message more than once. I wanna type something more here because I have more to give my subscribers, and exclusive marketing content only for my email subscribers. If this is the correct email address you want to click on, you want to use, click on it. If not, type in the comments and send it to me. And I put a free keyword input, which has the reply type email. I'll show you in a minute how to create it from scratch. Please enter a correct email address like me@mail.com. It's a message that the people receive when they don't type a correct email address. But this is very cool because I put the reply type email, so they're gonna show their Facebook email. So when a customer get this, let's see the preview. When the customer get this message, it's here. Hey Krisztina, if you liked my tips and articles I sent you, I can subscribe you from my email list, etc. If this is a correct email address you want to use, click on it. And you see it has marketing6pack@gmail.com because this is my email address where I'm signing in Facebook. So this is a right email address, but people use it because they use it for Facebook. It's not just an email address what they use when they want to subscribe to someone and then never see the emails. It's a good email address and it's work. If I click on marketing6pack@gmail.com, there is the rest of the message. Thank you, that's great that we connected with email too. Have a wonderful rest of your day. So this is here. Thank you. That's great that we have connected in email too. And it has add a tag with the free keyword input. Add the tag subscribers. And it also saved the response to a custom field email. So first you have to create a custom field, or you can create the custom field exactly from here. For example, email to, but I'm going to show you this, how to do this with from scratch. So I'm saving their email addresses in in an email custom field. I have to type it again because it's gone, and I publish it and it's good. So this is my flow with the email ask. How do you create a new flow? Let's say email test, and I'm gonna delete it later. And you enter the text. If this is the correct email address, click on it. And a user input, which will be If not, type the correct email address below. So here's the free keyword input. It said reply type text. You wanna put the reply type email, or if you collect different information, you can ask phone number or your website URL or an image, location, date and time. We're gonna use email. And it says please enter a correct email address if the answer is invalid, and save response to a custom field. And you're gonna create a custom field, email test, create new custom field, email test, and you have to change the type here to text. I mean, you don't have to change the type here, but for example, if you're collecting date and time, for example, birthdays, you have to push date. Or if you're collecting subscribers for subscribe to or sign in to a session or a webinar, then you choose date and time and tell your leads to select the date and time they want to see the webinar, and you have to change the custom fields here. So now we want email, which is text, and we can create it, and this will save the response to the custom field. So that's how you collect the email addresses. And let's see how do you I want to delete this flow, and after I'm deleting it, let's see how to get this information from the custom field. So now I'm curious, what kind of email addresses did I collect? I want to put it in my email service provider, which I use Mailchimp, and I can upload email addresses if I have a permission from the customer. So here is my email ask flow, what we went through a few minutes ago, and here I have 46 responses. So 46 people gave me their email address. If I click on the responses, I see the email addresses and the names here. You can change it to feed, and then you can copy and paste the email addresses. So this is one way to collect email addresses and personal information. Another way is to connect Zapier or some kind of software, what it does to you, and connect it with Mailchimp, and it automatically bring the email addresses and the names to your Mailchimp account. But if you don't have this option, or you are just not tech savvy, or you just don't want to spend the time with it, copy and paste the email addresses from here, and you get your leads. So that's how you collect email addresses and other personal information.